Hello everybody. Alright, what we are here for today, I'm going to end up doing a three-part series here. It's going to be a Half-Life anthology. I recently played through the first Half-Life, so I'm going to go ahead and push that one off probably till last, but we're going to do BlueShift, and then we're going to do Opposing Force. Now, for those that don't know, BlueShift and Opposing Force are two games that take place at the same time as the events from Half-Life 1, but the difference is that it comes from different perspectives as well. So instead of just having what Gordon Freeman is seeing, you also get to witness it as Barney and as one of the attackers from Black Mesa. I'm going to start off this series with kind of a replay commentary, you guys. I'm going to kind of talk about the things I was noticing and thinking about while I was playing this. I'm a huge fan of the series, so this is the first time I'm playing this game. I'm really excited to get through this. The whole series has just been really fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, I have to admit. And then about halfway through this playthrough, I'm going to switch over to Let's Plays, and we're going to continue the Let's Plays through Opposing Force. And what that means is I'm going to talk while I play, so there's no delay or anything. Now, to make a point here, one of the things that was really kind of cool about the first Half-Life game is to kind of give you a little bit of an idea of how massive the facility that you're working in is. They had to take this tram, right? And you pass a lot of stuff. As you just saw, we saw a break room with some arcade games in it, which is kind of a cool twist. I remember trying to read off what the names were. I don't think I was quite able to catch it when I was playing through. And just really, like, for its time, this was a really impressive set of games. The graphics, the graphics were pretty impressive for that time, but more so than anything, I would say it was the mechanics and kind of the ambiance that they were pretty good at capturing. I mean, right here you can see we're passing what's clearly some kind of break area that looks out over, I don't even know what you'd call that, maybe interesting. And then here, this was another thing that happened in the first one, and I've heard people complain about it, but at the same time, the stopping you here, I think really more than anything, it was to show you that there is other stuff happening at this facility than just what you're working at. As you can see, there's some kind of project going on in there. We had to wait for that guy to head in so that he can get working on whatever it is he does. And as you can see here, unlike Gordon, we start at the security checkpoint, which I thought was really cool. I liked that you actually got to come in at a different spot and kind of see a different area of the check-in process. For a long day today. Have a good one, Calhoun. This train is now transferring. As you can see, we are Barney Calhoun. Those were two of our security officer friends.
This is a medium security area of the Black Mesa facility. Be sure to wear your identification badge at all times.
And the cool thing too is you get to listen to all this stuff that the comm system's talking about. It sounds like there's all kinds of crazy stuff going on. We are now in security access level 3. Scientist trying to catch the tram. He's gonna have to wait for the next one. Poor guy. Luckily, it's not too far behind.
Now arriving at Area 3 security facilities.
And really, one thing I'm really excited to see is kind of I was really excited to see where you were when the infamous shopping cart gets pushed into the laser beam. Obviously, the reactor or teleporter, I think it is. And you can see we're locked out. Tram is abandoning us here. I panicked for a moment because I didn't hear the guy at first. And for those that didn't catch that, he was talking about how there's some interesting things going on around the station today. And with the way that guy was kind of glitching around for a second, I thought it was the weird guy that's always in the suit. Because for those of you that don't know, throughout the Half-Life and the
We've been having problems all
Half-Life
over the
2
facility
series, you
this
periodically
morning.
see this
System
strange man in a
crashes,
suit. He's
security
got weird eyes.
malfunction.
And I'd have
Each wonder
to...
this whole place
I don't
hasn't
remember
shut down
100%
yet.
what his involvement was. I've played the game so out of order, and it's been so spread out over my gaming career that I'm having trouble remembering at the moment. But yeah, he's this weird, creepy guy that shows up at the time. That guy told us that we're not allowed to go in with our sidearms, so we're gonna go collect all our stuff. And you'll notice this is my first time playing through, so I'm gonna kind of stop and look around at stuff. And really, like, because that's one thing I really wanted to appreciate this alternate perspective that they were giving me. Reading my posters.
I can't access my files. I can't answer my mail. I haven't even been able to get into my office.
I know, sir.
And I don't remember exactly
We're doing
which
everything
voice
we
it
can
is,
to
but
get
I'm
the
pretty
problem
sure
under control.
one of the voice
Just
actors
give
that
us
does a
some
bunch of the
time,
Dota
right?
heroes actually did
Nice of
a
you to show
character
up
in the
this
Half-Life
morning,
series.
Yeah, I know. Problems with
It's
the
the guy
access
that
system.
he plays
Hope you're ready for a
Earthshaker, or
long
he voices
shift.
Earthshaker, Storm Spirit. I know there's got to be another one. It's just not coming to me right now. Here we can see another Barney. Since I'm not gonna know all their names, I'm just gonna call all these other guys other Barneys. Just to make that clear. There's not actually like a clone army here. Though I would not put it past Black Mesa to pull that off. Here you can see, despite being at full health, I take a moment to enjoy the old first aid station that I haven't seen in forever. Though I gotta say, the homage that they paid to the HEV machine in Half-Life 2, one of the parts.
Looks like some
I don't
people
remember
are
which
having
part, but
problems
you're
with the main access
playing
lift in
basketball
Sector
with
G.
Dog. You're in kind of
Why
this
don't you go
junkyard
over
area.
there
If
and
you
see
climb
what
up
you
this
can do?
ladder, you can actually find one of the original HEV plates propped up against some boxes. As you can see, they did a pretty good job with the ambient sound to kind of make you feel like you're actually moving and this stuff's going on. Here we can see that area that we were looking out at before.
How's it going?
I need my gun. Give me
Here
my
you go,
stuff.
Calhoun.
Wonderful.
I know you're not
Yeah, I
on
want
the
the
schedule for a
shotguns.
couple more days, but if you want to squeeze in a few shots in the range, there's plenty of room.
One thing I know is that a lot of times when Half-Life has offered you like other objectives, a lot of times there's stuff laying around. So you'll see me running in here to check for the ammo, and then we notice this this character. And I'm not sure how to describe what's going on here, guys. To be completely honest, he looks like he's getting ready to launch the donut, but he's also like inspecting it and talking lovingly to it. And then there's this dance that I don't think we will ever quite understand. Put a test clip in. And I love how that was actually functional, guys. Even way back then, they were thinking it through. I know that that's probably not overly hard to animate, but just the idea that they did have it so that you could actually pull that thing in and check your shots, that was kind of cool. I'm a sucker for the details, I'm not gonna lie. Now there's a scientist taking a break. He's probably got something he's probably the reason all this shit goes down, is because he's busy dicking around. Here we've got a security room. Kind of cool that you could go up here and check it out. I do wish that maybe there was like people moving around on the cameras, maybe. Have kind of a live feed, you know, that'd be cool. Then again, though, they were working with pretty basic textures at this time. I mean, I actually took a 3D animation class in high school, and like, what I'm looking at right now, it honestly kind of takes me back to the stuff that we were doing in Maya, which, for those of you that don't know, is a 3D animating program. I mean, this is obviously way more well put together, and they actually have like people that are moving around and stuff that's functional, which isn't quite. I mean, we got into that a little bit, but I wasn't in there quite long enough to get too far in that. One thing I noticed, guys, too.
Please, leave me alone.
Yeah, okay, so right here.
Work to do.
When you're playing as Gordon Freeman, almost everybody that you talk to says hi, says something nice and polite, like, hey, what's up? When you're playing as Barney Calhoun...
Don't you have your own job to be doing?
Everybody's far too busy for you.
It's your job.
And I thought that was kind of an interesting thing that they did.
Don't you have more important things?
See, there isn't a single guy in here that has time for my shit. Whereas, everybody has time to say hi to Gordon Freeman.
If you're waiting for the tram to Sector G, then you're probably better
First person to
off
actually
walking.
talk to me, and he's got
I
bad
heard
news.
someone say that all the trams on this end of the facility are problems.
And then there's some explosion. I still have no idea what that was, or where it came from. Maybe it was a tram somewhere? Maybe? I'd like to think that there's just a random explosion going on. Here we've got one of the super epic puzzles. A chance to try out our flashlight. If I had a crowbar, guys, I would break every single one of these boxes. And you'll see me doing that later. You will see me abuse the hell out of the boxes in this game. That's because oftentimes you can find some fun stuff inside. I mean, most of the time, that's where I end up finding like grenades and satchel charges and magnum ammo. And here is the suit guy. You can see me unloading my pistol again, trying to end this prematurely. He's on his way to go oversee the Gordon Freeman incident as we speak. What an asshole. See, I knew I was going to see him, and that's why I totally thought that the scientist was him. He's always lurking around somewhere. The creepy beast. Not a whole lot going on quite yet. We're still waiting for everything to hit the fan, but I gotta say, as a very, very big fan of the Half-Life and Valve games in general, it's just really kind of fun to go through and see all this stuff from another viewpoint.
At your own convenience, make this thing work so we can get.
Here we are getting bitched out by two scientists that can't figure out how to push a button. I tried talking to him, and he's just too old to give a shit. I can't help but feel that something bad's about to happen. Well, at the time, I was saying to myself, I couldn't help but feel that something bad was about to happen, and I felt like it was going to happen to the man that was talking shit the whole time. And we're about to find out if we were right.
Always pushing their equipment too hard.
See? Still talking shit.
I'd be surprised if there's one good brain among them.
You might just want to stop talking while you're ahead, dude. Let them push their equipment too far. It's their business. And here we can start. This stuff is really starting to get a little weird. And here we can hear the all too familiar sound of shit breaking loose. You see me as far from the door as possible. And as we predicted, the shit-talking man. Oh, snap. And here we go, guys. Our first Vortigaunt. We can't do anything to him, but we do get to watch him ice a fucking scientist. Here's a scientist that we can try to help, and we do to no luck. Barney tries to help as well. Other Barney tries to help as well. Only to almost get hit by... Oh my god. See? Just like the first one, it just there's no wait, there's no warning, it just shit gets real right off the bat. There's not even a whole lot of build up. It's just kinda, hey, you're in trouble. Duty calls. I mean, if you think about it, guys, my character Barney, he's been here probably a long time. And hypothetically, he's never really had to do much. So this is the call. The call that must be answered by a hero with a crowbar. I gotta say, guys, while I'm not Gordon Freeman is my spirit animal the moment I picked up that crowbar. We're gonna click it just because we like hearing the sound. I know I didn't need it. We're gonna try to conserve some ammo, because usually when they throw these weird Sonic Hound things at you, usually... God, I can't remember what they're called either. It's right on the tip of my tongue. The Vortigons, though, are usually not far behind. Head crabs are going to be even closer behind. And I would rather have a pistol for those things. As you can see, we're hoping to get some quick ammo. $17, not bad. $17 more ammo. See, that's why you bust open boxes, guys. Not the funnest to watch, but it shows you the intro stages of the bloodlust that will ensue. I can tell you guys from previous experience that it turns out those gargantuans are not weak against crowbar. The gargants, they will dick you over if you try to punch them in the face with a crowbar. Knowing Half-Life, I immediately test the water, because I had a feeling it was going to be poisoned, but I wanted to be sure before I was in the center of the room. Now, luckily it wasn't, like, electrified, or that could have possibly killed me instantly, which was something I had totally forgot about at the time. But now we do know the danger of the floor. I can hear more head crabs, but we gotta figure out... I managed to get a lucky shot there, that was kind of cool. More ammo. We see explosive crates. We watch a head crab walk to his death, because reasons. Here we get to see me taking some fall damage, because I'm an idiot. I kinda liked that I found this guy hiding up here with a flashlight, just surrounded by head crabs. I totally forgot about this guy. Now we use our basic problem solving to make use of the barrels. I think these green ones explode too. Not 100%. No, maybe not. Here I hurt myself because I'm not paying any attention when I'm walking. Yet again. Epic plays though. Make sure there's nothing hiding. Get trapped for a second. And here's where things are gonna start getting interesting, guys. We're moving deeper. Oh, so deep. As you can see, they changed the texture a whole lot as we move deeper into the compound. It's gone from more of kind of a bright, office-y feel to more of a warehouse, grimy, like industrial section. Locked doors. I forget what that button is opening the gate for us. Punch a board down dead before getting blasted by this thing. Eat pistol rounds. Had to double check. These are the gonna juke the sonic wave. And that was another thing I really liked, guys. For how early this game was, like, there was just a lot of cool, unique kind of enemies and how they function. Like, some of them, it's more basic, like the weapon they're using, but even that's kind of fun. Like, I know there's one guy, he has this gun that will shoot out, like, swarms of, like, they're almost like hornets. It's kind of horrifying, really. And they'll walk onto you, and they come in, like, packs of 3. I think every shot is 3 of them. Here we can see another Barney being crushed by a by a barrel in the most unfortunate turn of events. Some kind of puzzle. I want to warn you guys, like, I knew it had something to do with jumping. I totally just ignore that console behind me, thinking that I'm somehow going to jump up on top of this giant-ass crate. Oh. And here we can see, with my expert tactics, not only am I missing the easiest jump in the world, I am also... Oh my god, this is just terrible to watch. But, as you can see, I lightly tap each of the buttons instead of holding them down. So rather than figuring out the puzzle, I'm gonna kind of walk around kind of like a moron for a minute here. And we're gonna end it here, guys. I ended up getting... I decided I was gonna take a break since I had found the first puzzle. We're gonna go ahead and jump straight into the next one. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!